Hello and welcome back to probably maybe the finale, one way or another for our little Egyptian adventure. Um, since we're on a little bit of a shorter schedule, did you guys have anything you wanted to do, or do you guys want to just be like, "Yo, this is how we're gonna make our approach on the place"? Because you guys have a couple of options, um, and I don't know what you want to do. No, I'd rather not spend like a million hours planning out stuff.
I'm on a camel. Ike's on a camel.
This this is true. There are camels that have been purchased.
The dwarf is going to be on a camel.
A dwarven camel.
Make sure the dwarf makes it out of the blood mage first.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy experience and flickering lights and all kinds of spooky sounds. And at the end, she said, "Congratulations, you're now kind of a mother."
Oh boy.
Huh?
No, nothing you need to worry about, I'm sure.
Right.
Well, okay.
Well,
There's that awkwardness just happened.
Yep.
Um,
I'm not ready
Yeah.
to be a mom.
I'll just I was waiting there, so I'll just get the derf back or whatever, and then I was there's no camel that'll fit me, so yeah, I'm riding back with.
They call it a Toyota.
Was here
That is the camel that will fit you.
fact? So like I said, I'm going to be riding in with him as needed.
So do you guys want to do the invitation approach, or do you guys want to try and sneak in, or call up your airplane guy and have him airdrop you over the place?
I'm doing invitation.
Yep, invitation sounds good to me.
It's a good way to
Invitation.
start it. Yeah.
I spent $5,000 for invitation. If I don't go with invitation, I will literally hate myself.
You didn't spend nothing on invitation. We got that as part of the job.
Yeah, but he got the camels for the invitation.
Yeah, see, so that's something separate.
So then we
So
have a
you
couple of
I
clarifying
mean,
questions.
it's as bad as a shower. I want a shower.
Oh,
mean-
you have to get into the resort first, I
That's
guess.
what the resort's for.
You could wait for it to rain.
You could stand under the camel's mouth. That's kind of like a shower.
I want to see Tilt do that.
It smells worse.
That
on
would
the
be
inside.
nice.
Okay, so are you guys all arriving as one group, or are you? Because are you basically waiting for Tilt because he's riding camels?
I am not.
I want to ride in the car with Grog. There is no way Katie's going up on the tiny camel.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, I'll take a freaking camel.
Okay.
Yeah!
Well, it's a camel and two dudes with guns in a truck.
An escort. I like it.
They'll just be going very slowly behind the camels that are going at 1 camel speed per hour.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be in the car that drives at a normal car speed.
All right, so we have Grog, Wazir. Well, not Wazir doesn't count. We have Grog, Val, and Katie going with Wazir.
Yes,
Okay.
I think that is correct.
Are you having him drop you off at the front door, or are you just kind of, being dropped off a while ago and walking?
Oh, you mean, are we walking into it?
I'd say I want to be dropped off at the.
I don't know if you guys wanted to be dropped off
At the
close
front
or
door.
drop off at the front door. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'll
then-
drop off the front door.
Ike and Tilt are going to be showing up significantly later because camel speeds.
They can gallop.
And camel breaks to stop for the camels to do things like maybe drink some water or eat some things, or actually let me Tilt or Ike, if either of you have it, can you just roll me an animal handling real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely not me.
I have that.
You have that?
I have that.
That's why you made such a fuss.
He
Nope,
is a
I
fake.
made such a fuss because I planned things out and y'all just don't like my plan. I wasn't
Say
even
it.
thinking
Hey,
about animal
Hey,
handling.
I'll tell you, if you could have found a camel that would have fit me, I'd
You
have been
weren't
happy
supposed
to
to be
try
on the
it.
camel. You're supposed to be with Wazir on the on the lead truck. With
Okay,
the guys
then
with
there you
guns
go.
on the back truck. Then there's the 3 camels in the middle. It's the plan. Was the plan. Now it's just 3 camels and 2 guys in the truck. Yeah, I have to take a penalty there. I'm gonna edge for 3 hits.
I muted myself. You should be rolling 9 dice for that. You have. Oh no, you have your this
Yep.
place is terrible penalty. I apologize.
Yes.
All right, so you're actually making good time. You've avoided being spat on by the camels because that's
Wait. I have a question.
yeah.
I want to see Tilt suffer just a little bit more. Doesn't he
Okay.
have -4 dice because it's been 2 days since we've been?
I
on
could
the
have set
desert?
out at the end of the second day.
I mean,
'Cause
you
I
don't
guess
have
so.
to set out at the end of the second day, given that he's going to ride a camel the distance that it takes a vehicle to travel 6 hours.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, we'd have to leave ahead of us.
Yeah. And you will probably pass him in the vehicles. Especially if you say to Azir, hey, let's leave earlier so that we can pass him in the vehicles.
We are definitely saying that. Yes.
It will be good fun, friends. Let us do it. So I'll come back to Tilt Nike in just a moment, as we go through the arrival procedure for Grog, Val, and Katie. So coming up to this place, like the first time to lay eyes on it, it's gonna be weird coming over a dune, and then just seeing a giant green splotch. It'll take you a little while longer to still get close enough to where that green turns into things like trees and a little bit of road, and then like maybe an actual civilized bit of asphalt for some place that wants to use it for an actual landing strip. But then that road goes off way into the distance because there's got to be a town out there somewhere. Getting closer, you will see that there is a singular large building that is kind of up front of the forest. Has all kinds of, not all kinds, because it's a little more of a classy place. It has advertisements on the front. There's some tasteful landscaping. The green actually comes out far enough to like have grass, with air quotes, and a little bit of actual like plants and stuff, so that coming up to the place, there's big ivy coated doors, kind of like those things you would put out in your garden to have ivy grow up, but it has grown up so thick that it is actually a an opaque door. And that's where Wazir's like, we are here, friends. I fear I may not go much farther, for I lack an invitation.
Well, thank you very much for your help until now.
Yeah, I'll definitely thank Wazir for that.
Everybody think Wazir.
He will be super happy about it. Lots of hugs.
Yeah.
He's a huggy person.
Nice.
And then you guys go inside.
Well, first let's get our story straight because they're gonna ask questions. So, what are the 3 of us doing together? Are we just a bunch of friends
we don't-
crossing the desert, happen to find a spa?
Well, I got an invitation, so I'm going off of that.
Yeah, but
If
that
they
is
ask how I got my invitation, it's none of their business.
You guys can make up whatever stories you want for the actual invitations. You could be, corporate scouts checking the place out for future vacationing. Whatever you guys want.
I was gonna
All
say
right.
this was my reward for a job well done.
There you go.
What was my job? None of your business.
I am on
Classified.
vacations.
It was well done. That's what my job was.
I like it. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's a good one.
so as you guys go in, there'll be a little, not quite like a tinkling bell, but more of like a very subtle chime. Behind the counter will be 2 individuals, a man and a woman. They are On the younger side of 20, one is the woman is an elf, the man is a human. Um, they look well tanned, athletic. They are wearing, um, well, it looks kind of like a bathrobe, and they are behind a counter. And then there are this like two big doors, like with a men and a women's on it that are off to the side that go back somewhere deeper into the building itself. And I guess a third door for like an actual office, because I feel like they should have an office.
All right.
mean,
Does it look
yeah.
that there are any guards, like armed people, or?
I mean, they could be armed. You don't know if they have a shotgun underneath the counter, but you are in the middle of the desert. That's some pretty good defenses.
Yeah,
Do
or they could be
we-
adepts.
Are they? Do we see any some sort of metal detectors or things where they could like find our weapons?
You see, so looking around, you're gonna see some more plants, kind of like when you go into, let's say, like a hotel down at Disney, how they have like palm trees and everybody's wearing Hawaiian shirts, that kind of thing. Only here, it's what looks like a bathrobe and a different variety of plants, just because we're gonna show off what we have here. Looking around, they will begin to notice you and big smiles, giant, happy, super oppressive smiles, and
Jesus.
a couple of pictures on the wall that aren't like digital pictures; they're actual physical pictures and paintings. Um, some of what it must look like inside, you'll see a bunch of different like bungalows and huts and a couple of larger buildings, a couple of Misty, a couple of some of the other like group park slash resort slash spa people all together, like at a grand opening or some other events. Um, but they all seem to be done with like natural things, maybe some plant oils or something like that. I don't know how painting actually works. But if you want to go ahead and roll perception, we can get you some answers to some questions.
Well, I'm asked, so I do.
All right, we'll start with Grog. Grog, what would you like to know about the place?
Well, general layout of entrances, exits. Anybody paying a lot of attention to us,
There are the two
more
lovely
so
people,
than the
the two lovely people behind the counter are paying a lot of attention to you. They seem to be in that warm up to begin to give you a greeting speech as you look up from the desk and then you got to swell with that false sense of enthusiasm.
Okay.
Anybody who worked retail knows how that it goes.
Oh yes.
I'm pretty sure Liam is conditioned to do that.
Do they
Looking
look like
around,
they're on drugs? Like they look doped up.
They look like they might be high on life,
Oh, that's the worst kind of drug.
right? You have the larger doors that you guys just came through. There's the men and women's doors that are labeled off to the side. There's another door towards the back that is presumably some kind of office, and there are a couple of windows that are there just to like let in the sun, big skylights to let the natural light in. There's no um like standing lamps, no ceiling lights. It's all very natural.
Fair enough. I'll let the others ask any questions they have. I'm going to save my last one.
Sure. What would you like to know, Val?
Well, I was interested first in guards or people who look like it, but you already answered that question.
Yep.
So I'm looking for.
I will point back to what the priest had to say, that you do know that she has several members of some kind of magical circle, organization, clubhouse kind of thing. So it is possible that these people are awakened, as far as
All right.
for like security, and there could be spirits lingering about, just waiting to eat your face off.
Yeah, and I'm just a mystic adept without astral perception, so
Yeah,
I
that's a shame.
can't know much more than that. But what I'm looking for specifically here, with that perception roll, are markings, physical evidence of I don't know, magic wards, like I don't know, little altars or talismans.
None that you see in this area. Like with the with the priest, it was very obvious that like there is magical bullshit all over the place.
Yeah.
Knowing that Misty is like a druid, there's a few plants here. If it was enough, it's not enough to like be a lodge, air quotes. If it was any kind of good lodge, like mechanically, if it was, you're looking at like rating 1/rating 2, just because it has a couple of nice exotic plants around. Um, any of that kind of legitimate stuff may be back behind the other door that we're gonna presume leads to an office, but you guys haven't gotten back in there yet.
Okay. And also, well, still in that field of expertise, even though I'm not really that much of an expert, I would look for the coating of the wall. If there is any bio painting that could be astral walls, just so I
Um,
know which walls could be spirits could go through or not.
So at the very least, there are windows which you can see through, so there's no kind of like moss or anything hiding in them. So spirits could absolutely, at worst, come through the glass, but you don't see any like actual like cracks in the wall that some of that biomass moss or astral shenanigans, no fab is kind of leaking out into the lobby here.
Okay, I'm done.
So I have my glasses that I can look at VR stuff.
hmm
Is there a matrix presence here, like a Wi-Fi presence, or is this like all strictly nature type deal?
So there is actually a little bit of a matrix presence here. You're gonna see two comlinks, like presumably one on each of these people, as you can see the personas look very similar to like one is a female elf and one is a dude. You will see a couple of pieces of gear. Most notably is a satellite link, so they have a connection at the very least right here to the greater matrix of the world. They also have a couple of other electronics in the back that are um, I guess they would be labeled biometric readers. So
So like them to actually scan to make sure we are who we say we are type deal?
the kind of thing where like you know how you have your computer has a thing where you can kind of like ring your finger over it and it'll unlock.
Yeah.
Something like that as far as a biometric reader. Until you get like eyes on it, it's hard to tell whether or not it is a finger, a retinal, a blood, a you know.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have a question.
Sure.
If I have what's it called? Uh, Building layouts is knowledge skill. How do I roll for that?
So you could roll that just as like plus your. Is it a professional or a what kind of knowledge skill is it?
It's just says building layouts.
Uh, do you think that would be more of a professional interest or more of a personal interest for her?
More of professional interest, like to know the ins and out of places, I guess, because
So
this
you're
is
gonna roll
covered
that
ops.
that rating plus your logic as it is a professional skill.
Okay, so that's
So
oh,
with
that's.
two hits, what would you like to know about the potential layout of the building from the little bit of it you saw outside and what you see inside?
Is there any like noticeable office slash VIP room?
So from what you can see, you know that the building goes farther back, um, just like past whatever this small lobby is, and it goes fairly deep to the left, like not like the men and women sign is for a bathroom, but maybe for more of a locker room rather than just like a potty. And then it goes farther back, which could facilitate some kind of office, some kind of employee area, maybe some kind of storage, maybe some kind of power generation to power the little bit of stuff they got going on here. Um,
Okay.
that's a lie. You would have totally seen solar panels on top of this building because that's good for the nature.
Okay, so solar powered, and we have the rooms to our right. Is that correct? Or what we would assume is like the building.
They
for
can be on the
rooms.
they can be on the right or the left. It doesn't really matter what side the
Okay.
men and women's is on.
Okay.
So, do you guys have anything before they greet you? Because they're rearing up to
No,
greet
I'm
you.
good.
No, no.
So as you guys give it the brief look over, maybe adjust to the little bit of a darker light inside because there are buildings, not that there are structures impeding the sun from just.
Hello?
The Oasis. How can I help you today?
I'll pull out my invitation.
Yeah,
I got a
same.
reservation. I'm gonna hand it over.
I wanna pull on Grog's sleeve and be like, "Prop me up. I can't see over the counter."
She will actually come around the counter to greet you. You will see that she is wearing some sandals, no pants, no shoe, no socks. Not you don't wear socks with sandals anyway.
We're Germans, we do that.
It's like, oh, excellent reservations. Is this your first time?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll just
Yes.
come right over here, and I'll introduce you to. Oh, he definitely does not look Egyptian. He is probably some kind of Eastern European that it all just kind of mushes together. Um, yes, come on. We will get you settled in, and then we will get you to the resort itself, and you can enjoy your relaxing home away from home. And he'll begin to kind of hum a tune as he pulls out his comm link and checks over your reservations. Do you guys want your reservations to be 5 singles or like a party of 3, a party of 2, or
Oh, 5 singles.
I would. I would
I
ask
want mine to
if
be
we
in a
could.
party of 2 with Ike.
sure?
I would ask if we could have like those rooms that are separate rooms, but they have like a door in the middle.
I got you. At the hotels and stuff,
Yeah.
so that you can have like a suite. It's like, yes. Well, you are in luck. We can certainly accommodate that for all 3 of you. Just the 2 of you.
I'm guessing the 3 of us. Yes.
Yep.
Wonderful. So we just need a couple of things for you to sign, saying you checked in, and all of the rest of that stuff. They pop up an AR window to you guys that you will notice has whatever the fake identities that you were given as part of the reservation program are at the top, and then it's a decent amount of legalese. If anybody has any kind of law or related knowledge skills, they are more than welcome to roll it. Or
No, but there's something that I want to roll though. It's judge intentions because I mean, at least me, if he's Eastern European, I mean, he knows what
Yeah.
a Vori is, and my tattoos are quite hard to not to see. So I just
Sure.
want to see his reaction.
yeah, you can go ahead and.
No, that's shit.
It doesn't seem like if he either doesn't know or sees it, knows, and is professional enough to not bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
Either way, you're not being immediately.
Apprehended.
No, I mean squinted at the very least. I mean, if I would see like a dwarf, a troll, and like a man who absolutely looks
And
like
anything
a gangster,
else, it's the start of a bad joke.
yeah, you're like, yeah, or it's the start of a Shadowrun. I mean,
Right?
Troll, an elf, a troll, a human, and a dwarf walk into a hotel.
Yeah, no,
Get it?
they don't seem to to really find any oddity to this. Or if they do, they're hiding it from you. Or maybe you're just really tired from the heat and the crappy situations, and you're just looking forward to that shower.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the penalty for that roll too.
It's all right.
Oh.
So once you guys all sign, it's like, very good. Now, if you guys will, I'm sorry, not if you guys, if you would follow me, and he'll motion to Grog and Val, and the woman will motion to Katie, and if you will follow me, we will get you ready to complete the journey. We'll get you settled in.
Well, all right.
I'll follow.
Let's just go. Just want to drop my bag in my room and take a shower before doing anything.
Oh, we will certainly help you drop your bag off.
Is Grog carrying around his giant scimitar?
That is on my back, yes, sir.
And no reaction from anyone about the giant sword in the hotel?
I mean, it's one of those things, right? They can see it, but they're not, like, he's not brandishing it like a crazy person. So that could also give you a hint that maybe there is some kind of unseen security that you guys cannot see.
Unseen cough.
Yeah. Who knows? He draws that, it might immediately rain in like 12 spirits upon you.
I have knowledge skills in corporate security. Can I roll for that?
You can, and I would be happy to give you some stuff for free in that. Typically, people aren't allowed to walk around with giant swords.
I guess. Yeah, let's see what we get. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Maybe we get a bunch of hits. Is that logic as well? Yeah, I guess because it's
probably
for work.
Yeah, it is.
So that's how many? That's 9. Ah, crap.
I mean, this is just really weird.
Wow.
You know, maybe it's their remote location. Because again, you guys are 6 hours from air quotes civilization. So I don't know if you want to, we're gonna rob them and then go where.
I'm going to roll with the fact that I look like a tourist and I look like I just got a souvenir. That's what I'm rolling with.
That'll
Sure.
also work.
Can I ask the people in the concierge? Just be like, oh, hey, listen, it took us almost 6 hours to get here. Is there another town nearby, or is that the closest one?
Oh, most of our guests will end up flying in. We have a small helipad set up that they could land. Those that do travel, though, at 6 hours is about right.
Okay, thank you.
I assure you, though, miss, it is totally worth it. You will walk out of here feeling 10 years younger.
I'm looking forward to it.
And they're going to take you back into some locker rooms. You will see probably 50 good, like, full person-sized lockers. Enough that you could fit some actual luggage in. And a little bit more. Probably not big enough to fit a giant sword standing upright in. They might have to have that locked somewhere else.
That or it means I just carry it around with me.
As they bring you in, they're like, well, this is where we're going to store most of your things as you are here for the naturalist experience. If you will choose a locker, I can set it to your biometrics, so that this way when you leave after your stay is up, you can reclaim all of your stuff.
Are there any bigger lockers? I'm not exactly small, nor is my stuff.
He'll look around and
Please do not talk about the size of your stuff in a locker room. Please don't.
Don't get jealous, Tiny.
I can give you half of my locker, Grog.
Well, you're in the ladies' room.
Oh, separate lockers. Okay.
Yeah. He'll turn and look around and like look at the lockers and like, I could set you up with 2, and unless something is large enough, like the sword, I'll have to put in employee storage, but I can easily return that or leave a note to which locker you choose to have it brought back out when you are prepared to leave. If you'll excuse me, I will go get your robes and your sandals. And he'll go to the back to like a kind of like a laundry facility. Do you guys have
All right. Well, if I'm taking up 2 lockers, I'll have to take up 2 lockers to store all of my shit. And
Yep.
then, yeah, I'll wait for the guy to show up with the robes before I get undressed and do everything else.
Yeah, so he will come back out with some robes. Looks more of like a let's call it a queen size bed sheet for Grog. And he'll sheepishly apologize. But when you're both done changing, I will be outside. We will have the camels and the what's the carriage. We'll be ready to take you the rest of the way to the spa.
How far is that?
Oh, it's just a couple of minutes, maybe. How fast does a horse go? I've never ridden a horse.
It depends on how fast you want it to go. It can
I
go
guess that's
pretty
true.
fast.
It depends on if they're carrying anything. Yeah, it depends on roads, a lot of craps.
Is it a gentle trot?
It is generally no more than 10 minutes down the road.
Hmm.
And your associated attendees will hand you
All right.
the robes, and then when you are finished changing, I will see you outside
I
to
will.
begin your cleansing.
Yeah, I will reluctantly do so. I don't like being away from my stuff like this.
Is Katie getting the same treatment?
Yep, same. It's like a mirror.
Can I?
No, they actually have a robe for you.
No, I mean, like, as they give me this information and they leave me alone, I would like to maybe send a message to Grog or Val.
Sure.
I want to ask them, what the fuck are they gonna do with their weapons? Are they gonna try to sneak them in? Are they going to just leave them behind? 10 minutes seems pretty far away to be away from weapons.
That's a good question.
Especially considering we're not trying to do very legal things here.
Well, my weapon is in my suitcase. There's no reason for my suitcase not to arrive to my bedroom.
Well, they're having us lock everything here. You know,
I will point out that they said this was a naturalist experience, which means
which
this is a
means you don't
nudist.
have nothing.
Oh, we're gonna be naked the whole time?
Not me. I kind of
We're
got
wearing
issues with
robes.
that. Well, you guys are. I'm wearing a damn bed sheet.
Don't worry, when you arrive,
I got
they will
my
take the robes
fist,
from you
so-
and give you towels.
Oh,
They don't have a towel big enough, so I'm staying with the bed sheet. Thank you. Yeah, I'll leave everything else here for now. If I, I'll make up an excuse if I have to come back and get something.
Yep.
Mm.
So,
I mean, we're here for a couple days, so it's
yeah.
This is true.
So
no
you
need
will
to get stressed.
you guys all gonna take a couple of minutes to get naked and put your robe on.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. When you come out, they're gonna look at you guys and don't you feel freer already?
Yeah, sure. I'm
If
trying
anything,
not to
I
look
feel
at the
more
troll
tense.
and what's hanging.
Hey, I'm wrapped in a bed sheet. It's okay.
Oh my god, Grog, you need to stay the fuck away from me.
I mean, if you turn around too fast, you might knock her out.
Yep. Keep your
Hey.
distance at all times, please.
Hey,
So
that happens. I can't do nothing about that.
you guys will be taken out to a small carriage, and they will leave a little sign of "Be back in 20" on the desk, and cart 3 naked Shadowrunners down 10 minutes of road, for the lack of a better term,
striking up idle conversation. Is this are they the only two that are here?
I was about to
Oh
ask the
no,
same thing.
there are many more
Okay.
people that work deeper into the spa, as I keep changing the word that I actually refer to it as.
Oh, so okay,
We take shifts working the reception area.
okay.
And,
But right now, there's no one there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the be back in 20. I'm like, okay, y'all. So yeah, it strikes me as awkward for a business.
we're
Other than the fact that you don't have accommodating robes.
it. I sadly must state is because we only have a few of them that we carry, and currently we actually have a large upswing in our troll population. However, I'm sure I can have one crafted for you before the night
Upswing.
is.
That's dangerous terminology there, buddy.
The girl blushes, which is odd for somebody who lives and works at a nudist colony. And then while the carriage fades into the back of the sunset, but not really a sunset.
The dunes. The
Yeah.
dunes.
We'll
Tilt
cut over
arrives.
to Tilt
Tilt.
and his caravan.
This is our vacation right here. This is
Friend Sally.
Tilt, I assume you guys want to do you guys want to say anything before we fast forward to you guys arriving after they have returned from dropping them off?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Ike's gonna shove his 3-sided dagger up my hat.
What a dick.
wink, wink. No. Nice. Nice.
Whoa,
No.
that took
Not
a
like
weird
You know,
turn.
typically you pay extra for that.
Hey, he offered.
Yeah. As I was the one that found out it was the nudist resort. I have a plan.
Yeah, I got issues with you because you didn't share that with nobody else.
I did
Yeah.
share that with nobody else. Nobody listened to me tell them.
I was not aware this was a nudist colony.
Isn't that great?
Well, it's not something we should. I mean, our characters should be really. I mean, shocked about because I just posted something in Skype. You will see Germans are actually the most comfortable people naked.
And that link is definitely staying blue.
I mean, it's true. They get naked all the time, and for them, they have mixed bathhouse everywhere, and it's normal to be naked there. So
Maybe that's why they hired a bunch of Germans for this job. Or maybe I didn't know that to begin with.
Retcon. But yeah, no, we'll just we'll fast forward to us showing up in extravagant style on top of our theme appropriate animals.
Okay. What should we call it? The hired guns are gonna be like, is that all you need from us?
I'll tell them yeah, and I'll give them 75
Wait, so
yen each for safekeepings, if I can get their numbers.
Sure, you can have some random Egyptian thug numbers.
I'm building
Okay.
connections.
Score.
running with a caravan. Never mind.
What was that, Manny? I heard you try to.
Yeah, I was just wondering who Tilt was talking to. So he arrives at the hotel and there's no one there, right?
Nah, it's gonna take him longer than 20 minutes to show up.
Oh, okay.
Hours later. After you guys have been
Quick,
moving,
we
we'll
all
show-
need to use up all the hot water.
I mean, I'm sure they've.
I don't think that's a thing.
It's a desert. That hot water ain't going nowhere.
Right. So yeah, no, you guys will arrive. The place looks much the same as it did an hour or two earlier.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Do you guys have any questions, or should we fast forward to you guys finding out you're getting naked?
Let's get naked, man.
Let's get naked. Yep, that's about.
I mean, on the way there, Tilt's probably going to have mentioned the nakedness to Ike.
Well, sure,
Because he was
Let's
gonna-
have that scene real quick as you guys are on camel, trotting across the desert, and Tilt's like, "What does Tilt say to him?"
Oh,
So Ike, as I said before, when I was reading the brochure about this naturalist resort, they were probably going to make us get naked when we go in there. And I have a giant big Sultan hat that they're probably not going to search. Would you like to shove some weapons up there?
If my knife fits in there. After a brief moment of shock on his face, by the way, because clearly he was not paying attention the first time.
I don't think anyone was.
After a brief moment of shock, he offers up his 3-sided dagger, his new exotic knife, and says,
up it goes.
We gotta do what we gotta do to get the job done.
Into the hat.
All right, so you now
And
have
into the hat it goes.
a dagger in your hat.
I have a dagger in my hat.
Let's see. Like, do you want to roll a quick palming roll, and we'll see how well hidden that dagger in the hat is.
Yeah.
I mean, who has a higher palming? That's the question. Well, we can probably teamwork this, right, Ike? This is two of us, and you can be like, yeah, that looks fine.
Yeah, if it takes two of us to put it in the hat, then
Yeah,
I mean, I imagine
we have
part
hours.
of it is Ike trying to put it in your head and you trying to fight him off.
once again, he offered. It is sheathed. We're good.
Can you roll me some
He just
some
rolled.
palming there, Ike?
I just rolled
3 hits.
Oh, I didn't even see.
And
So
who's
that's-
paying attention now?
Right?
Shush.
Nice hat. Shouldn't you have 14 dice to roll? Oh, you're
No, 'cause of the
social penalties,
penalty.
'cause-
Sleep. You keep forgetting that I didn't sleep well. I'm going to, with my last piece of edge.
Oh, it's a shame. But you'll be able to rest in sort of luxury in a short while.
Yeah. 5. I have
5.
hidden that relatively well.
That is all I can think of when I'm hearing this conversation.
Terrified to click on it.
That's I don't
Oh,
risky,
it's not even
risky
showing.
click of the day.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
they will welcome you in. They will go through the spiel and then kind of like. Tilt, what is your reasoning to keep your hat?
It is a
that is important.
status symbol. It is a wonderful status symbol, and I don't go anywhere without it, for I am the Sultan of, and I'm not going to try to butcher a different language, but I'm just going to try to rattle off some native sounding sounds.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and
Native
throw some
sounding
kind of dice at them to make them fall for this?
Some kind of dice.
I mean, you could get intimidating with it. You could get Death Con. You could try to bribe them, sort of.
I'm going to fast talk them, because I feel like that's a fast talking sort of thing.
I was going to say, his intimidation factor isn't going to work. I'm already at the damn place.
Yeah, apparently they have a lot of trolls too.
Yeah, so,
Sultan of XXX. That's kind of dangerous for a nudist colony. Just say.
Maybe
Oh,
that could be his backstory. That's his
Oh God, he's a
on-screen
porn
name.
actor.
damn it.
Please,
So
The
they
Sultan.
They will accommodate you for now, but
are they suspicious of it?
I mean, he's gonna be the one guy wearing a hat at the nudist colony, so.
I mean, it protection from the sun, right?
No,
I am quite pale, and it is a very large hat.
It is a very large hat. So you guys will get loaded up into the camel carriage, dropped off at the receiving end, which is a similar kind of clubhouse, much smaller though, where they will request your robe and they will hand you a towel, and they will welcome you to the overall place, give you a small paper brochure of some of the amenities. What did the rest of you guys do during the day. Yes, you can get a shower here. Just gonna put that out there for you.
Katie wants to walk around, get to know the place a little better.
Same here.
Talk to some people that have been at the resort for a while, not necessarily work there. Like try to make friends with other people.
Sure. Do you want to give me like an etiquette roll to schmooze and talk with people, or some kind of like charisma-based thing to schmooze? Most of the people here you will notice are very naked, for one. There are a fairly decent amount of trolls. It looks like there's only probably about 70 guests, heavier on the female side. It's obviously harder to tell who is an employee because everybody is naked. Um,
I would Oh, is there no way to tell them apart?
it's hard. Like you'll see them kind of.
That's what she said.
that was easy.
Yeah, that she said that too.
Oh boy.
You know, maybe I should have thought better about making a naked centered run, but alas, here I am.
All right, I got 3 hits from my
All right.
etiquette.
So, what kind of naked things would you like to know? The naked truth, if you would.
Jesus.
We're gonna be here all night, guys.
Here.
This is gonna be a long run.
Well, I want to approach people. Is anyone drinking? Is anyone like?
Yeah, there's a bar. There's even one of those bars in like a small lake kind of thing that you can float around on inner tubes and get drunk at.
I want to approach the naked ladies if there are any.
Sure.
Especially since you said that it's heavier on the female side.
Yeah. So yeah, going up to the bar, you can find a couple of. They're not quite like you because these are people who are actually like wealthier. So
they actually do have the money.
Yeah, they actually probably didn't get this gifted to them from somebody that's like, I know you guys couldn't afford this. Some of them may be mistresses. You don't know if you haven't really pushed the conversation in that direction. So they're talking about some high society stuff. They're talking about the resort, some of the various activities. There are a number of sports, obviously beach volleyball.
Oh my god, I can do that. I have a knowledge skill in sports.
Do you want to roll that? We'll see if that does you better than your etiquette as you begin to talk about some of the stuff.
Would that be knowledge and
probably intuition, because that's probably more of an interest as you're not an actual sports player person.
Standing at 3 feet tall.
Well, I'm sure they have dwarven leagues.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Don't discriminate.
Just saying, man.
Or do discriminate.
Or do discriminate.
So
that's my right.
What 2 hits worth of questions would you like to know about the sports in particular?
Well, not about the sports. I'm more about, since they seem to be here, like, since they paid for it.
Yep.
They had to know about this resort somehow, so I'd just be... Are we friendly with each other right now, or are we just, like, starting a conversation?
You're fairly friendly. These are, you're the quiet friend because they're talking about some high society stuff and the resort, where you kind of only chime in to ask questions about the resort because you don't have, like, the upper crust, the proper breeding.
Yeah. Perfect. So I just want to go and be like, do we know our target's name?
Misty Day.
Misty Day. I just want to be like, I heard that Misty Day does some amazing things. Have you guys ever heard about her?
Oh, she does many amazing things. This whole place is amazing. Can you truthfully believe in the middle of this backwater nothing country, a place such as this exists? And they'll motion with their little glasses all over the place.
I'd be like, I would love to meet her. Have any of you guys ever met her?
Oh, we have actually let's go with a cucumber facial and full body scrub scheduled for tomorrow. That Misty will be talking about some of the take home products and benefits that we could I'm sorry, I'm trying to sell you stuff while making up stuff to sell you. It's a little difficult. Um,
That's fine.
some of the take-home products that we could, order and have them delivered, all fully organic apparently, which supposedly seems to get you better results. As she'll look over at one of the other women who will give an eye roll and wish that she had a cigarette to puff.
Sounds like it just costs more.
I would be like, I wouldn't want to in post, but how do I get in that? I would love to meet her and just participate in that. It sounds like such an experience.
Oh, it is. And the masseuses? Mm. One of the other women calls her a slut, and
Jesus.
she'll be like,
Nice.
my new friend. We can. What name do you give her as like your fake name, if you have
Uh,
it?
do I have a fake name and
Yeah,
getting
it can
like
be on
into...
whatever's on your reservation. Doesn't like
Let me see if I...
I'm not gonna call you Mr. Pink, Mr. Blue, and
my name is Katie. Yeah, sure.
we can
Why
just go with
not?
Katie.
Twin Peaks. Thank you, Joe.
Oh God,
Yes.
I can't
Why
do
not?
that all night with a straight face. So I'm going to continue to call you Katie, but you will introduce yourself as Twin Peaks,
Twin Peaks.
and there will be the ever so like happy conversation smile. You introduce yourself, and there's just that like droop, and then come back up because they now think you're some kind of porn star. Maybe not even
Okay.
porn star, but like mistress of somebody who I don't know.
I will
Somebody who can
say that
afford
my
this place.
family was
Great.
my
It's the
family
mistress
was
of the
very
Sultan.
fond of hiking.
Oh man. So you guys, Grog and Val, what are you guys doing while somebody's off getting drunk at the? Are you at the bar, or are you at the pool bar?
Who, Katie? She
Yeah.
is definitely at the pool bar with the ladies.
Okay.
Oh, the first
Yes,
thing I
I
would
am
do is
finding
going
alcohol.
find a shower.
Sure. You will have like So in your room, you'll have the bed. Obviously, you'll have a small um, private toilet slash bathroom setup. It'll be a full bath, so it has like a pretty sizable tub with a shower. Um, no electricity, no Tridio set, none of that kind of stuff. But it's about a million times better than where you were staying.
Yeah.
Or Wizzier.
Yeah. Um, no towels other than the one towel you were given to like dry off with, because you don't need to worry about your clothes getting wet because you're not wearing any.
Yeah.
Keep
Plus, I
reminding
guess
us.
the dry atmosphere of the desert might help with dampness.
Yeah, a little bit.
You walk around and you're dry in like
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Um, did you guys want to do anything after drinking and showering, or?
Well, after that, I'm gonna take a stroll around and keep looking for what I was looking before, but in this place.
Sure. Do you want to give me just a quick perception test, and this will be kind of the culmination of maybe an hour or two while you're waiting for everybody else to arrive.
Sure. Oh, I guess we have left every electronic device we had,
Yeah,
right?
no comm links,
Yeah, no comlinks, nothing.
unless you have an implanted one.
No,
I do.
don't. Wow, that was a good roll, though.
You have an implanted comm link?
I think so. Let's see. I thought I saw it.
So,
Oh no, never mind.
walking around, you will notice um, they're not like runes or anything carved into the ground, but you will notice that there are specific, um, like the first time you see it, you don't really think much of it, but then when you keep seeing all of these very specific same flower kind of arrangements in different places, and you kind of complete a circle walking around, then you're like, all right, there was one there, one there. So like that's probably some kind of magical bullshit. It's too big to actually be a lodge, but maybe there are their own spells like anchored based upon these flower formations.
Yeah.
You will see that there is it's actually a two-story building, which is slightly odd. There's only one other one here that looks off limits. Like there's a guy standing nearby that's just kind of almost looking guard. Like it's kind of hard to look like a guard when you are naked, are carrying only a towel, but he's definitely standing in that one spot, arms crossed, just kind of like,
Yeah, it gives off the vibe.
yeah. Do you
Sounds
have
like a
other
challenge.
Do you have other questions you wish to ask?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, that was a pretty good roll. So,
Yeah, that's
I'm looking for, yeah,
well,
possible exits, point of exits entry. Yeah, kind of mapping the place as much as I can in my head.
sure. You'll notice that most of the buildings are the small, kind of like row homey bungalows. At the most they go up to is about 5 deep. Um, the ones that you guys have are 3 of a 5, and they have the shared bathrooms between them. Um, the bigger building, you can see two, like an entrance and exit, and then there's like a big, like story and a half door on the back of it. Um, Entrances from the spa itself. There's forest all around you. Um, the other building just seems to have like the other two-story building. I'm sorry, just seems to have like the main door and then a balcony on the second floor.
Okay. All right. Just to make sure, like they're not bringing our suitcases to our rooms. Like we are supposed to stay like this for the whole time we're in the resort.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not good. It's not pretty.
Yeah. No, not good at all.
Makes things a little interesting for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You say interesting.
Yeah. What I see is that because there are things that I'm pretty sure my character wouldn't go without at any point,
Like what?
and that would be his fetishes.
Um, what are the actual fetishes? What is their
Well,
physical
since
form?
its tradition is more, I mean, it's a human shamanic tradition,
Mhm.
but it would have some Eastern ring to it. I would guess it would be small talismans, Germanic talismans, probably.
So like necklace type things?
Yes, necklaces
Okay.
or bracelets.
They would probably let you wear jewelry,
All right.
which as we cut back over real quick to the bar where the ladies are drinking, there will be sudden spawning of jewelry on the fingers and necks on some of the women there. Some of the women don't wear it because you don't want unsightly tan lines, my dear.
Katie does not wear jewelry, not because she doesn't like it, but because
Because she's
she's
poor.
just gonna say, yeah, but she's just gonna say, I'm like, I was told to remove every piece of clothing that I had, and I wasn't aware that I could keep my jewelry because yours looks lovely.
There'll be a small gaggle of chuckles. Tilt and Ike, before we go to break, is there anything you guys want to do before everybody meets back up for, let's say, the Saturday night bonfire?
Saturday
Shower
night
and a
fun.
massage.
Sure, you can get a
Well-
shower pretty easily.
I'm
Well,
good. I
no,
feel
I'm just
nice
gonna
and
be
relaxed.
looking around for among other things, possible improvised weapons if needed.
There's some sticks and stuff. You don't really see anything made of metal, like to make it to spear points or that kind of things. It's all very natural.
All
So,
right.
um, Ike and Tilt, did you guys have anything you wanted to investigate here? I heard a shower, which is probably the best thing Tilt's got going on besides that hat.
Hmm. He loves that hat.
Yeah. He
I'm
loves a
nice
knife
and
in that hat.
relaxed. I'm good to go.
You enjoying being naked?
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. I'm acquiring a taste, I believe.
Yeah, it's not so bad, right? It's just very natural because nobody's making weird.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I want a massage.
Sure.
Telt wants a massage. He's been wanting that since he had to sleep in that shitty house.
Yeah, no, that's something.
If
that you
Wazir
can-
could only hear you.
Frank. So yeah,
Otherwise,
no,
he's good.
we can cut here. You can get your massage, and we'll come back for the Saturday night bonfire.